Hi, I just thought I would jump on and show you this amazing video that I've just found to make rolled handles without having actually anything inside them. I think the only drawback to it is I think if you're making them out of faux leather or leather, I think you would have to have an industrial sewing machine. But I think if you're going to make them out of fabric, it might not be so bad, because you are actually sewing through 8 layers. That's what it ends up being, 8 layers. But look how amazing they look. They look so professional. They look like, and they're so firm as well. So I just thought I'd show you the process of how you make these. So easy. And the reason I wanted to do them is because every time I'm doing my rolled handles, I always have to do the leather edge paint, and the process takes so long because I have to do like 2 undercoats first, and then I have to do like 2 coats of the colour, and then I have to do a top coat as well, and doing all that on all bits of whatever bag you're making. It's just, the process takes too long. And obviously I am trying to make a bag where I am using the least amount of leather edge paint as possible, so I'm trying to find different ways of getting around that. So I searched through YouTube and I found this lady that was making the rolled handles. I will tag her below because she has other videos as well. And I just thought, wow, what an amazing process. Didn't even think that my machine was going to handle these. I must admit, it was a bit of a scary process. So let me show you how it is done. So depending on the size of the handles that you want, I have gone for small handles because I'm making them for a small bag. So you have to decide the length of the handles you want. At the moment I'm going with 17, I think I got 17 or 18 inches, 17 inches. Whatever size length you decide to have, the width is always the same. If you want them to be this size here, then they have to, the width of your leather has to be 4 inches wide. So I'm going to tilt the camera down so that you can see what I am doing. So I've already gone ahead, I've marked the center of my leather, and I folded in the leather like you usually do to make a strap, but instead of folding it right to the line, you fold it in so it's 1/8 of an inch before the line, so you have this gap right the way down the center. And then you do the same as you would do a normal bag strap, and that is fold it again. And it is quite important, this part, to make sure that your 2 edges are actually aligned. Have I run out of pieces? I've run out of pieces. I'll just use this. Okay. Then after you've done that, you get yourself a marker pen that will erase off your fabric. And I've left my ruler over there, doofus. Now, in the original video, she calls for 3 inches, to mark up 3 inches, because she has a much longer strap. Me, I am going up 2 inches because my strap is a lot shorter. So I'm marking up 2 inches, and you mark the folded end, not the open end. So just put a little mark there on that side, and then do the same on the other side. And then what you need to do then is we're going to sew from that mark down to the end across the bottom, and then sew right the way the full length of your open end across the top, and then back down the folded end to the other mark that you've made. I am using a stitch length of 4. Feel free to use whatever stitch length you feel best working on your machine. And you're sewing an 1/8 of an inch seam allowance. Go one more there. There we go. And that is what you're left with then. And then what you do, this is where the magic happens, is from the lines that you've marked, you're going to fold this again onto each other from that mark. So this becomes your part that you actually attach on, you sew onto your bag, and the rest then becomes your rolled handle. Now I'm using these clamps here because there's a lot you got to keep together. I did find it easier if I gave the leather a crease line first, and then went ahead and clipped. There. Oops. Okay, so then you have this, and then what you have to do then is stitch from the, do you know the where you marked previously? You're going to stitch from there all the way down to the other mark that you started from, where you started or finished from. So you got those 2 lines. So I'm going to mark them again because I want to make sure that I start and stop at the right place. This is where it becomes scary because all of this has got to fit underneath your sewing machine. And it seems as if, I was really worried about doing this, but it seems as if my machine absolutely loves like really thick layers. I mean, I can just about get it underneath my foot. And it kind of like, it sews it like butter. I am actually sewing the wrong side because she did say to follow the stitches on the other side that you'd already previously sewn, and I've gone ahead and just done my own thing as usual. So now I don't even know where my, there. There we go. Didn't even struggle. There you have it, look. How lovely does that look? So, if you're thinking of making rolled handles, have a go at doing this if you have an industrial machine. I know the woman actually made it on her own sewing machine, but when she shows it in her video, you can see along the one side that she's actually got a whole nest of stitches, and you can hear her machine actually really struggling. But I think that she's probably done this right at one point, because otherwise she wouldn't have put it on YouTube. Yeah, so these handles I wanted to do are to go on my next little handbag. So I'm going to put these on here. So this is another different design, which carrying on from this one. So this was the one that I had to do with all the leather edge paint, and I had to do this with the leather edge paint, and it was just, you know, and these sides here with the leather edge, and it just takes too long. So I wanted to find a different way of doing it. So I have actually, with the flap on this, I've done, I made it just a little bit bigger, sewed it together, turned it inside out, and did a top stitch. So I don't have to do the leather edge on this now. And I'm just going to do a bit of bias binding on the top, so it's not a raw edge. Got the roll handles, so they don't have to be leather edge paint now. I'm still in the process of trying to find a way to do the drop handles. So I'm just going to be making quite a few different versions of this bag here. So yeah, so where I've got fabric on the outside of this one, I've got leather on this one, and on the inside we've got this really nice cute fabric, and on the other side then you've got like the pink card pockets, but the rest of it is all leather. Even the gusset part is all going to be leather. I've just done this design on there instead. So yeah, I think it's going to be really cute, but my aim is to do the drop down handle at some point, because that was my aim at the beginning. So anyway, I hope you found this video interesting. Give it a go. Let me know how you found it.